Here is your latest African news. Africa-wide, African health ministers review COVID-19 fight and plan for future shocks. African health ministers met on Tuesday to take stock of the continent's fight against COVID-19 as the pandemic continues to stretch health systems to breaking point in some countries, and just 2% of all Africans are fully vaccinated against the virus. Ministers assessed immediate actions needed to curb Africa's third wave, which saw COVID-19 cases in Africa surpass 7 million, reach a record weekly peak of 250,000 in early July, and drive up deaths to a record weekly peak of 6,400 in early August. The third wave has declined over the last 5 weeks since the peak in early July, but 16 countries are still experiencing a surge in new cases. The ministers met for a special session at the 71st session of the World Health Organization Regional Committee for Africa. The organization's decision-making body that comprises ministers of health from 47 member states of the World Health Organization African region, as well as key partners. Chad. Former President Hissène Habre dies. Former Chadian President Hissène Habre, who was ousted in 1990 coup, died at a hospital in Dakar, Senegal, the Senegalese Justice Ministry announced on Tuesday. He was 79 years old. Habre, who ruled from 1982 to 1990 with an iron fist, fled to Senegal following the coup. Chad's transitional president, Mahamat Idriss Déby, sent condolences to Habre's family. Habre was sentenced to life in prison in 2016 for war crimes, crimes against humanity, and torture by the Extraordinary African Chambers, a tribunal that was created by Senegal and the African Union. The sentence set a precedent as being the first time that a country prosecuted a former leader of another nation for rights abuses, and was upheld in 2017 by an appeals court. He spent his final years as a prisoner in Senegal. Sudan. After 50 dead as swollen Blue Nile wreaks havoc. According to an official report on Tuesday, torrential rains and resultant flash floods continue to swell the flow of the Blue Nile. This has led to devastating consequences as houses were submerged, roads were cut off, and loss of lives resulted. Meanwhile, the official death toll in this season's floods has risen to more than 50. However, the Civil Defense Department warned that the death toll in the floods will rise to more than the recorded number as rescue efforts are currently underway. Zambia. Zambia's new president vows to cut unsustainable public debt. New President Hakainde Hichilema pledged on Tuesday to tackle Zambia's unsustainable debt, lamenting that the national budget was overwhelmed by the cost of servicing it. Hichilema spoke during his swearing-in as the Southern African country's seventh president, after a landslide election victory earlier this month over incumbent Edgar Lungu. It marked Zambia's third peaceful change of power to an opposition party since independence from Britain in 1964. The new leader, who lost 5 previous presidency attempts, stated that his main goal was to revive an economy weighed down by debt, unprecedented world commodity prices, and COVID-19. Tanzania. Zanzibar to build Africa's second tallest skyscraper and the largest hotel in East and Central Africa. Zanzibar will in the next few years be home to a $1.3 billion commercial tower that could change the face of semi-autonomous Indian Ocean archipelago. A joint venture of Tanzania's AICL Group and Edinburgh Crowland Management Limited yesterday signed a contract with the New York and Dubai-based architect Xcasia that will see the latter come up with the architectural designs for what will be the tallest building in Eastern, Central, and Southern Africa. When completed, the 7-story building will be the second tallest in Africa, behind iconic tower in Egypt, which covers a total of 65,000 square meters. The Zanzibar House of Representatives approved a budget of 1.82 trillion shillings in June. According to a statement by Xcasia, Zanzibar Domino Tower will be a key tourist spot offering visitors, residences, and businesses, entertainment, culture, and conferencing services. Tunisia. Tunisian president says parliament will be suspended indefinitely. Tunisian President Kais Saied has extended his suspension of parliament until further notice, a month after sacking his premier and granting himself greater powers in a shock intervention opponents described as a coup. A statement from the presidency late on Monday extended an order freezing immunity for lawmakers and said Saied would address the people in the coming days without elaborating. It reiterated its stance that Saied's actions were a flagrant violation of the constitution. He has yet to appoint a new government or reveal a roadmap for his decisions, despite repeated demands from political parties. While the president enjoys widespread popularity at home, his move sparked fears internationally that the cradle of 2011 Arab Spring is regressing towards authoritarianism. East Africa, EAC tourism sector lost $4.8 billion and 2 million jobs. The East African region lost more than $4.8 billion and 2 million jobs in the tourism sector in 2020 due to the pandemic, as according to a new report. The August report, titled EABC Studies on Impact of COVID-19 on Selected Sectors, found that 4.2 million foreign tourists were not able to travel to their preferred East African community destinations. The impact has also been felt across affiliated industries and other sectors of the economy. Tourism is one of the leading foreign exchange earners and fastest growing sectors in the EAC. Thanks for watching. Visit our YouTube channel Tunacheki to watch our daily news reports and our website tunacheki.tv for all the latest news updates. Also, don't forget to catch our new show, Startup Africa, every Thursday on our channel. You can directly support this new series by becoming our YouTube member or becoming a patron. And remember that Africa is watching. And remember, you can also leave your suggestions of topics you'd like us to cover in the comments below.